All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Havakah Kodash Bakatum, the honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, so I can cross the globe, preaching the word of truth and state. I want to say Shalom. So I died now from Great Millstone Campus, Chicago, with a lesson, and this is not my usual way of dealing with things. Damn. All right, this is my usual way of dealing with things, but, and I ain't the first, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be the last to get on these guys. I call them Heckel and Jeckel, Dumb and Dumber, these guys here are not in the spirit of the Lord. They're not in the spirit at all right? And let me get that. All right, what this brother Awar has done was heaping to him a flunky, and this flunky is not versed in the scriptures, totally lacks understanding, totally doesn't he doesn't know his head from his a-hole, man, and when you hear him speak, you can just watch Awar's face, and he has to come in and try to clean it up, but you can't. All right, because your ass is going off too, and I want to touch on a couple of things about being the elect. All right, this is a question to you, Awar. All right, if you're part of the elect, well, why don't you just go back in the world and do what you want? Cut your beard off, quit teaching. All right, because we know the elect are going to be saved no matter what. And who can lay a charge to the Most High as elect? So if you know you're part of the elect, go back in the world and have fun. Smoke your weed and do everything else. Since you're part of the elect, since you know you're part of the elect, all right? Chris talk about there's no remembrance of former things. All right? So you don't know if you were part of the elect or not, man. None of us know. All right? So I'm going to get a couple of precepts and Lord willing, this is edifying. This is Colossians Colossians 3:12 says, "Put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, and long suffering." So we're to act like we're part of the elect. All right, and we do that in meekness and humility. Okay? All right, we don't, the apostles teach, but the scriptures also teach that we do not have to go around acting like we got a Willy Wonka ticket on the chariot, man. Because we don't know. None of us know. Look, if Yahweh don't know when he's coming back, how in the hell do you think that you're part of the elect, man? All right? Now, we do say who else is doing the work, who else is doing what we're doing, but that's just humbly speaking, man. All right? We put on as the elect because we want to be different. The scripture requires us to be different, wholly separate from the world. All right? Because the elect is going to be different. They're going to be separate. All right? But they're doing that according to the word. Okay? Not going around saying, oh, I'm the elect. I'm one of the original 12 disciples. So therefore, I'm going to get salvation. That ain't the way we was taught. And that wasn't the way you was taught, Awar. You wasn't taught to go around boasting and bragging that you're that you are the elect. You see? What happened to the humility? What happened to the meekness? You see? Forbearing one another and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Mashiach forgave you, so also do ye. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. All right? But the point being, man, is that we are, we as the hopeful elect men of the Lord, all right, and we do believe we're men of the Lord. All right, but that's not something that we wear and go across boasting and saying that we are men of the Lord. We hope that we're men of the Lord, man. All right? Just like you should be hoping that you're part of the elect. But going around telling, hey, look, Yahushua went around, all right, and made himself of no reputation. He just did the work. You see? But you guys come around and you think that you're actually above the scriptures and the prophecies, man. All right? Paul said, put on therefore as the elect, man, holy and beloved, by all the kindness, humble. Hey, where's the humbleness is saying you're looking at that you're looking at your original 12 disciples. It's about you and fucking Stempy over there, man. Where's the meekness? Where's the humbleness of mind? You see? But you want to make yourself, man, my friend, let's get this, man. Philippians 2 and 6. I'm going to start at 4. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. All right, one thing about being part of the body is that you got to be selfless. All right, and there's a reason why these guys are not in the camp talking about those who believe and speak the same thing. Who are they? The fallouts? You see? The fallouts who couldn't be in order or got put out or whatever the case may be. Are you looking for their approval? This is mind being you, which is also in Yahushua Mashiach, who being in the form of the Most High, thought not robbery to be equal with the Most High. But what Yahushua always say? Everything he got was from his Father. All right, all things were committed unto him, man. All right? But made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, was made in the likeness of men. All right? Yahushua made himself of no reputation, man. He said he can call a legion of angels to come and get him off the cross, man. All the miracles he did, do you not think he can stop the thing from happening to him? But it was the will of the Lord. All right? When they try to push him off the cliff, he moved through the crowd. He appeared through walls. You see? He's doing great things. Do you think not that he could do other things too? To make himself a man of, to heap himself a whole bunch of recognition? He let his work speak for themselves, man. As you should let your work speak for itself. Continue in the doctrine. And no, we're not in the new covenant, man. The new covenant requires a change of bodies, man. All right? And it's plain. But the Lord, Yahushua, being the Son of the living power, having all the power, all right, do not go around boasting that he's part of the elect, man. He's not go around boasting about his status. All right, he is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, but when they want to make him a king, what did he do? He shunned it. You see? That's the meekness and humility, the humbleness of mind that Yahushua had, man. Titus One of 10 said, for there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision. You know, and you got Lancy Pants, you got a War, these other guys that don't believe in the 12 tribe signs, man. Hey, all you're doing is corrupting the minds of the people the Lord don't want, so he can judge their ass, man. You see? And you're unruly, man. Y'all don't like fucking rebuke. You can't take order. So what you do, you go against the doctrine of what you have learned and says that ain't the truth. Lance, you said the motherfucker, you said the apostle been teaching us wrong for years, but yet you stayed in the camp. So what does that make you? Dumb nigga. All right? Whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they are not for filthy lucre's sake. I don't know if y'all got the bag or not. I really don't give a damn. But you're teaching things that you are not, man. All right? You teaching that we're in the new covenant. No, we're not. The fact you're on the highway and the byway doing what you're doing proves that we're not in the new covenant, man. Period. So whatever it is that what your ulterior motive is, you know, you're butthurt, you're jealous, you're envious, or whatever it is, man, hey, you gotta get over it, man. And that's why the brother's coming out with all these videos, edification, heavy edification. All right? Your mouths must be stopped, man. And we can't do it physically, so we're doing it spiritually through the scriptures, man. This is 2 Corinthians 10 and 12. It says, "For we dare not make ourselves of the number or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves. They measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves are not wise, man." All right? So we don't make ourselves part of the number, man. We hope. We know all the things that we've done in this lifetime and body. And we're praying for the grace and the mercy of the Lord. All right? All right, so we don't know we're part of the elect. All right, there's a good basis for why we think that we're, maybe the elect for the work that the brothers are doing. All right, but we dare not say that we're part of the elect, man, because we don't know. You don't know if you're part of the elect till you get on the chariots, man. And like the elder from Vegas said, the righteous gonna scare. Well, the scripture said, but he repeated it. The righteous gonna scarcely be saved, man. So how are you part of the elect and salvation ain't here yet? If you are part of the elect and you know that, why are you teaching? If I know I was a sure fit for the kingdom and salvation right now, I would have the mindset of these 2/3. Go out there and do whatever I want, 'cause I'm gonna get the kingdom anyway. So why don't you cut your beard, take the garment off, go back in the world, and do worldly things, and still profess the name of the Lord. If you're part of the elect. You see? It's heavy right here. John 7:16, Hawashai answered them and said, "My doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me." All right, Hawashai always gave credit to her father, man. Made himself no reputation. All right? If any man would do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of the Most High, or whether I speak of myself. He that speaketh of himself seeketh his own glory, but he that seeketh his glory that sent him, the same is true, and no unrighteousness in him. See, like the lazy pants come out, why don't you just say my name? Why don't you just say my name? Why? You should make a name for yourself in Israel, man? You trying to be somebody? All right, I always say, man, beware of those look at me Israelites, man. I'm King David. I'm the apostle. I'm the good man. And nobody wants to be Saul. Nobody wants to be Abiram, Dathan, and Korah. Nobody wants to be Shimei. All right, nobody wants to be that prophet that got eaten by a lion. You see, you don't want to be them, but yet you want to be a righteous man, teaching a wayward doctrine, man. I'm him, I'm this. I. We trying to, look, the Lord will reveal everything in His due time, man. And there can be some that can be found liars, man. All right? Colossians. Oh, that was it. That's all I had. You know, if you truly believe you're part of the elect, why don't you cut your beard off, get a bald fade, and go back in the world, man. Since you're part of the elect, and can't nothing happen to you. You're already saved. You see? Let's get that. Jeremiah 8:20, the harvest is past, the summer has ended, and we are not saved, man. All right? Ain't no way that anybody's part of the elect. All right? Like right now, knowing they're part of the elect. Because being part of the elect requires salvation, man. You see? Are the elect here? Yes. Do we know who they are? No. Do we have an idea who they are? Possibly. The Lord said, the Lord gave us characteristics of what men and the Lord are going to be doing, man. You see? One thing the men and the Lord ain't going to be doing is telling everybody that they're the elect. All right? Telling everybody that we're in the new covenant when the new covenant requires us not to be teaching, nor having, and also having the laws written on our inward parts, and having new bodies, and being in the kingdom, and having all the promises. Where is that? We're still serving our captivity up on the east of Edom. You see? Matthew 24:13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. We are definitely we're not in the end yet. The very end is when them chariots pop up. That's when we're going to know who's part of the elect, man. All right? With that, one say, call law, you ever seen all shy. Don't want to see apostle in the early grade millstone. That time, shalom and a Bible ball.